Next, on Attack of the Show, we are discussing the medical implications of the legal hallucinogenic plant salvia in the loop. And we're showing off the best DJ sites to learn how to spin discs like a pro on BlogWatch. It's Attack of the Show, next.
En vivo, G4 presenta El Picador contra El Nerdo Loco y Internacional Fenómeno. Attack of the Show!
She's hit me. She's hit me again.
Liked it.
Damn.
Welcome to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Hi.
Listen, what my wiener what my wiener likes and what I like are two different things. What? What happened? Hey, I'm Chris Harder. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
On the show today, cartoon llamas wearing hats and murdering people. Oh my God. If that doesn't do it for you, please leave the internet immediately. It's around the net. Plus, if you fancy yourself a record-scratching genius or just like ruining records, we've got to look at the best DJ blogs on the planet in BlogWatch.
Then we check out an iPhone 3.0 rumor roundup. Finally, will it have a better camera? Will it have another camera? Will it talk? Will it breastfeed? Who knows? Find out in the loop. And we celebrate stupidity in a painful Dude, Where's Your Helmet edition of Break Moments in De-Evolution.
Dude, where's your helmet?
We'll get to all that. We'll get to all that. Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
We're going around the net. While biking is always a smart move.
So apparently the key is actually wearing it for the full duration of your ride, especially if you haven't entirely mastered the taking of the helmet on and off.
Ironically, the thing that would have protected her head was the thing that made her crash.
By the way, can I just point out, I love that the rider behind her just kind of looks down, sees a horrific faceplant, and just keeps on riding. Hey, it's got more important things to do. Oh, don't get your teeth on my wheels.
It's a race, dude.
Yeah, no.
It's a race. You gotta keep going.
That guy going by has more important things to do, like being able to talk, retaining basic motor functions. Today, by the way, today's not, I know, every time I see those videos, I'm not used to them, by the way. They still upset me greatly.
Me too.
I still felt bad for that poor woman
always hurt.
who used to have a face. Today's number 4 happened last season during a Chicago White Sox game, and I have no idea how we missed this one.
Yeah, usually a baby T-Rex throwing out a pitch at a baseball game does not slip under our radar, so it's time for us to right that wrong. Behold.
Oh my God! It's like out of throw baseball. What is? Can we get a video of this? Shifts on it. He just throw it with his mouth? Yeah.
T-Rexes can't.
Not so hot on the throwing.
No,
Maybe they should golf.
No, their arms are almost vestigial.
Tennis?
They don't do. Tennis would probably do it. Yeah, tennis would probably work for some reason.
So a little background on that clip: the stage production Walking with Dinosaurs was making a tour stop in Chicago that week.
What? That was not a real thing? You know, by the way, I wish all plays had dinosaurs in them. Actually, scratch that. I wish everything had dinosaurs in it. And I'm talking everything. All right. What?
I said I'm a dinosaur, but now I don't want to be one anymore.
Oh, come on. Get inside me.
Today's number 3 item comes to us from filmcow.com. The same guys behind Charlie the Unicorn.
Charlie. This time the animated short is about llamas, or llamas as they are known in their own country. And instead of having a map to Candy Mountain, there are llamas are wearing the hats.
Carl, there is a dead human in our house.
Oh, hey. How did he get here?
Carl, what did you do?
Well, this guy walked in.
Okay.
So I went up to him.
Yes.
And I stabbed him 37 times in the chest.
Carl, that kills people.
Wow. I didn't know that.
How could you not know that?
Yeah, I'm in the wrong here.
What happened to his hands?
What's that?
His hands. Why are they missing?
Well, I kind of cooked them up and ate them.
Carl!
My stomach was making the rumblies that only hands would satisfy.
What is wrong with you, Carl?
Well, I kill people and I eat hands. That's 2 things.
murderer.
I also didn't tell you there's a German version.
What?
Karl, da liegt ein toter Mensch in unserem Haus.
Oh, hey, wie kommt der denn hier rein?
Karl, was hast du getan?
It's so much more pleasant in German. Oh my gosh. Why would you keep all of this wonderful information from me?
Because if I gave it to you all at once, Allison, you would experience a joyverload.
But that sounds great.
No, it's a serious medical condition. Strokes, smelling toast, all sorts of bad stuff.
So I don't want to experience it multiple times.
No, but you can try. Today's number 2 item is yet another piece of evidence in the ongoing case of Yakety Sax v. everything else.
Attack of the Show has gone on record many times as saying that adding the bouncy chase theme from the Benny Hill Show makes any piece of video footage significantly more enjoyable.
Now, just a little background for you. In California, watching a car chase on the local news is kind of like our weekly Super Bowl. But, as you can see in this footage from KTLA, adding the music and speeding up the footage makes it something we can enjoy even more.
You know what makes that even better? No one was hurt.
Yeah, that makes it better.
Still ahead! All the single ladies should probably warm up before they start singing.
It's Beyonce as you've never heard her right after this. Come back, monkeys.
Coming in at number 1 today is a clip of Beyonce performing If I Were a Boy at the Today Show last year.
Now, Howard Stern showed the clip, and he claims it's real. We're not so sure, but why don't you see for yourself?
And I never get confronted for it, 'cause they stick up for me. If I were a boy, I'd listen to her, 'cause I know how it feels. You lose the one you wanted, 'cause you've taken her for granted.
Doesn't that sort of remind you? You know that guy put his own guitar licks over those classic rock concerts? That totally sounds like that. Supposedly that was the original board mix that was altered to sound like the good version, but we're a little skeptical. You can easily find the original performance online, and I think it's pretty clear that Beyonce is not lip syncing to the track, to the album track.
Right.
So.
Also, auto-tuners can be used in live performances, but not when the singer's messing up that badly. We listened to it about 50 times and discovered that you can very subtly hear the good version underneath. Just listen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to call it, Allison. Shenanigans!
Shenanigans.
Yeah. You know, I don't really see what the big deal is, because that's just something all women can do.
What are you talking about?
All women have the ability to make men hear whatever it is they want them to hear. Some ladies can just do it better than others. Beyonce, really good at it.
Why have I never heard about this before?
Because you haven't been watching Olivia C. Munn's Mysterious Girls.
Oh!
The female species. Men have died trying to crack the code that is the human woman. But now her curtains are finally being pulled back. Olivia C. Munn, author of My Robot Lover, an inventor of edible staples, ponders these great feminine mysteries in Olivia C. Munn's Mysterious Girls.
Greetings. I am Olivia C. Munn. Let's explore some mysteries together, shall we?
Class 1 mystery. Why do girls always travel to the bathroom in packs?
Located at the nape of every woman's neck is a small USB drive where information is downloaded and energy replenished. And located in every tube of lipstick is a tiny jump drive ready for insertion. But there's a catch. The female is totally vulnerable when connected, and the other members of the tribe stand guard until the cycle is complete. Also, we're totally talking about you and how much you suck at complicated things like conversation and hygiene.
Class 2 mystery. Why aren't girls funny?
You.
Class 3 mystery. Sometimes totally hot actresses like Megan Fox look like they have big boobs in one picture and small boobs in others. WTF.
There are many ways that the sexually active human female accentuates her form to attract the male of the species. Reports indicate that some use primitive cotton padding or socks. Others prefer dangerous surgical procedures or even flesh-colored gel inserts that mimic the buoyancy and warmth of mammary glands. These inserts are completely edible and can provide sustenance in emergency situations. If a girl's chest is uneven, it's because she's had to eat one of her boobs. Mammary chicken.
Mysteries explored. Truths uncovered. Women probed. On the next, Olivia C. Munn's Mysterious Girls.
Wow.
I've got my chicken in right now.
You got the chickens in. By the way, I didn't
Commercial
know.
breaks.
I had no idea Olivia was kind of from England, but sort of get that from that video.
Olivia C. Munn
Olivia C.
is.
Munn.
To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. It smells good, right? Barbecue.
Fascinating. I'm from the South. Don't put barbecue in front of me, because I'll eat that. You know, the world is full of famous DJs, some of whom haven't dated Lindsay Lohan.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But if you want to join their ranks, perhaps you should brush up on the state of the industry with some cutting-edge DJ sites on BlogWatch.
A lot has changed since the first DJ put the needle on the groove. With the advent of digital music, there's no need to dig through crates of vinyl anymore. Instead, we have the internet. For starters, check out the blog at djdeals.com. Here you'll find an endless collection of the best turntables, headphones, and various DJ gear to set you up for a proper first-time DJ experience. If you're a hip-hop head, they recommend the Vestax PMC Pro Mixer. It's HID control compatible, which means it lets you mix between channels without needing to use the keyboard. But DJ Deals also tells you what's up with the DJ scene. Like when turntablist icons DJ Craze and DJ Clever recently battled it out with the new Tractor Scratch. The coolest thing about DJ Deals is that they know their software. In a recent post, they gave the lowdown on the Ableton Live 8, the newest version of the music recording program that will now have a live sequencing tool with a new groove engine and 5 new effects, including the Ableton vocoder. Now, if you happen to already know your gear but just need to test your skills, then head on over to djsounds.com and watch their video blogs. With an extensive library of how-to tutorials, this site is a goldmine for DJs eager to learn some tricks and treats on the ones and twos, like how to adjust the EQ and add extra digital effects using the DJ M700. This Pioneer mixer seems to be a favorite at DJ Sounds. It has a roll sample feature that lets you roll an effect from one channel to another before going back to the original track. The thing about DJ Sounds is that it's also a visual hub for DJs worldwide. A place for artists to submit videos and converse with other DJs about the latest gear and competitions. Now, you don't have to be a DJ to love turntablism, which is why there's DJHappy.com. This San Diego-based music producer and DJ writes about everything from the latest equalizers to the most impressive turntablists out there, like John Bees, the man who invented the fretless fader. It's a system designed for use with the Controller One, which is a simple MIDI controller that lets you cut and change notes through 2 octaves without taking your hands away from the vinyl or fader. So if you've had an itch to scratch with DJing, or you're just looking for a new music fix, then make sure you check out these 3 blogs and find the inner DJ in you.
You know, I fancy myself a bit of a DJ.
Oh, that's how they sound. You know, by the way, I think I'm a member of the Green Lantern Corps. Self-delusion is a wonderful thing.
It is. Still ahead, Apple is on track to sell 1 billion iPhone apps by Friday.
Yay, they're getting richer.
And we'll tell you what the top-selling apps are in the feed. I am crossing my fingers for flight control.
Plus, Miss Anna David roams Vegas to bring us sex on the streets, which sadly is not legal in most states. But big ups to New Hampshire and their comfy pavement.
And later, we manhandle a new iPod dock that puts out 2.1 sound and lets you control your iPod from up to 500 feet away. It's in Gadget Prime. We'll be right back. We're live, and we're ready to be fed.
Here's Blair Herter, and I hear he's brought along his friend, Information.
Ooh.
There he is. Hey, there he is.
Get to the back information.
Did not know you were a mime, Blair Herter.
Go to Allison, little guy. Thanks, guys. Right now, it's time to start the feed. I don't know why I said it that way. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, and here are your top stories. Apple is on track to have served up 1 billion iPhone apps by early Thursday morning. Ooh, Gizmodo snuck a look at the way Apple's website will look on April 23rd, and it seems like they're planning to hit the 1 billion mark at exactly 1:24 a.m. and 6 seconds Pacific time. Start having sex with people, Gizmodo. The person who downloads the billionth app will receive an iPod Touch, a MacBook Pro time capsule, and a $10,000 iTunes gift card. It's also interesting to note that Crash Bandicoot is actually the all-time bestseller in the paid app category. Bandicoots! Nobody else knows what that is, including me. And the specs for Bluetooth 3.0 were just unveiled. The new Bluetooth boasts longer battery life and can sustain speeds up to 24 megabits per second. That's fast enough to stream HD video or wirelessly sync your MP3 player. Now, sadly, gadgets supporting the new Bluetooth spec won't be available for almost a year. All right, now this next story is actually brought to you by this new book I'm writing called Stuff I've Always Wanted to Talk About on TV. Second Life is trying to corral all its NSFW content onto one giant porn-tastic continent. The popular virtual world has had some not-so-family-friendly moments, like when a herd of virtual winged phalluses crashed a Second Life press conference. But now the makers of Second Life are actually trying to confine all adult content to a separate red light district. To visit this new porn island, Second Life residents must first verify their age by using a credit card or Linden Labs filtering system. And in related news, 99% of the people using Second Life will soon be living on the new continent. Dibs on Feet Mountain! It's a fetish. It's a fetish I got. In honor of Earth Day, a tiny eco car called the Peapod went on sale today. Created by a division of Chrysler, the all-electric vehicle made its debut on the Today Show. Now, the Peapod is intended for city use. It reaches speeds up to 25 miles an hour and retails for $12,500. Cool fun fact, it can actually be started up with your iPod or your iPhone. And finally, if you got bit by the failed HD DVD format, today is your lucky day. Warner Brothers is allowing consumers to trade in the cover art from their HD DVDs for Blu-ray discs of those same movies. Just have to go to redtoblue.com and select the HD DVDs you want to upgrade. Now, each Blu-ray disc costs $4.95 plus shipping and handling. Then you mail in your HD DVD cover art and you'll get back brand new Blu-ray discs in return. And to me, that seems like a pretty small price to pay to rid yourself of this century's version of Betamax. Well, that's it for today, but don't worry, the feed does not stop here. Stay tuned to G4 all day and look for the feed ticker at the bottom of your screen. We'll have all the news you need to know as it happens. I am Blair Herter. You have just been fed. Now let's go back to those guys.
Yeah, Blair Herter, there he goes.
I've never watched someone else do the feed.
Run, Forrest, run!
It's one shirt, not two.
It was one shirt, not nice. Hey, by the way.
It's crafty.
Hey, by the way, he's posing over there, and you guys totally didn't see it. By the way, does male birth control work, and can I trust it?
Okay, Chris, I've told you this a million times. That's Anna David's job, not me.
Oh.
Don't answer those questions.
All right, no, I just wanted your personal opinions.
Here's Anna David with Sex on the Street.
I'm Anna David, and I'm here in one of the sexiest cities in the world. But you know what I think is even sexier? I'll give you a hint. It's in your pants. There's a lot of people out there who need a little bit of help in the Department of Love. So Attack of the Show sent me to the streets of Las Vegas to give some hands-on advice. All right, Tommy, I understand you have a question for me.
Yeah, Anna, I was wondering, when a girl goes on you, is it weird to want to kiss her afterwards?
No, I don't think it's weird. Do you think it's weird?
No, I didn't, but I've had friends that thought it was weird, and I just was wondering if
I think your friends are weird. Not that the judgment-free zone, but I think your friends are weird. I mean, look, I think that, you know, we all can get squeamish sometimes. I know that women sort of have the same issue when a guy's there, but I think that sex is filled with so many weird smells and scents and noises and whatnot that to sort of decide that one thing is weird, you know, it's sort of defeating the entire purpose, don't you think?
Yeah, I feel the same way you do.
Right.
And I just needed to hear that somebody else was on the same page as I was.
Your friends are like alone on that side, on that team. We're all over on this team.
All right.
Right?
Thank
right,
you.
guys? Am I right?
So I'm hearing all over town that there is male birth control coming out.
Mm-hmm.
First off, is it safe? Second off, can I trust it?
Third off, it's not available. You know, there was a lot of research going into this kind of thing, and it's sort of, the studies have been sort of called off. It's not considered super, super high priority. The one that I know about, basically it was going to stop ejaculation from occurring. So, I mean, that's also something to consider. You know, I mean, like, that would probably be a sort of odd experience for you.
Of course, because sometimes that's the best part.
I mean,
the money shot, come on, we're in Las Vegas.
But you got plenty of time to go have the ladies take care of the birth control before you are going to get in there.
I've been dating a girl for a little while. She recently got out of a bad breakup, but I feel like it's going a little too fast. You think I should cool it off? You think it's okay? What do you think I should do?
Okay,
Just recently.
so you're like could-be transition guy. I think cooling it is absolutely a good idea. I mean, when somebody's in a really serious relationship and they jump right into the next thing, you know, it's sort of like they're avoiding whatever sort of broke them up, and, you know, you, my friend, could end up paying the price for whatever he did. I think tread very carefully, slow it down, don't be the transition guy. Let her sort of process what happened, and then you swoop in there and you get to be the next guy.
Absolutely, I appreciate that.
Because you don't want to deal with that other guy's whatever he did.
No, that's a little bit more drama than I'm willing to deal with.
Yeah, you don't deserve that. Just doing my bit to help out the masses in Sin City. I'm Anna David. See you next time I go in your pants.
Ah, the transition guy, the next best thing to one-night stand guy. You know, it's adorable how we pretend like it's a bad thing. All the play with zero the pay. Damn it! We'll fix it in post. Oh, this show's live. Crap, I quit. All right. As the summer release of the new iPhone's new OS draws closer, rumors and leaks show signs of much demanded new features, including video cameras, voice controls, and phones with double the storage space. It is time to finally get to the bottom of the latest Apple rumors in the loop. Joining me from New York to help make sense of it all is senior editor for CNET.com, Natalie Del Conte. Welcome, Natalie Del Conte. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. We can talk about our personal lives later, but right now, there's been a lot of news and rumors coming out of the iPhone 3.0 beta software, so would you want to run down and tell us what new features have actually been revealed?
Well, we don't know that much that's been revealed. It's been a couple months since their press conference. Everyone was all excited about cut and paste. Everyone was like swooning and doing cartwheels and toe touches over cut and paste. So we're all excited about that. What we really want is video capture. We want various updates to Safari because we just got a new Safari version for our PCs and our Macs. So we want that to sort of look and feel a little bit more like regular Safari because the iPhone Safari is a bit different. We also want more use of the accelerometer, and there's also talk of a digital compass, which is kind of cool if you get lost in the urban jungle that you live in.
What about MMS? They said MMS is going to be on the new iPhone as well. Are we looking forward to that?
I am. I like taking pictures of whale tail and sending it to my sister, you know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to MMS, but that's something we already know. That's not really a rumor. One rumor that we reported on CNET today was voice command. It could be that we use voice command, not only voice dialing, but app launching. So you could just unlock your phone and say, launch your Lose It iPhone application.
And then it
put
comes
in
up.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And then you can look like a D-bag when you're in your local Starbucks or whatever. But what else do you know about the voice control features going by the code name Gibbler? Do you know anything about that?
Well, what I'm thinking is that it will take a page out of the new Shuffle and maybe talk back to you, and that would be kind of nice because then you can have this whole conversation with your iPhone. Because probably you're yelling at it anyway, so now it's going to yell right back.
I'm yelling at it because it drops a lot of calls, but I blame AT&T for that. And I say a lot of things that I can't say on the television. But on the hardware side of things, we are still hearing that there may not only be a video camera, but also autofocus as well. And this has been rumored before. So do you think we're going to see this on the next iPhone, or is that just another one of those vaporware things that is going to fall by the wayside?
Well, when Apple decides to do this, it doesn't have to be new hardware. It could be a firmware upgrade, but I know that they do want to bring video capture to the iPhone. I think when they do it, they want it to be a lot like the Flip. So they want it to be super easy and easy to upload. I don't think they want to do it and you shoot video and then there's 10 steps to get it online. I think they're working to make it really easy. And so every time I talk to Apple and I ask them about video capture, they're kind of pacifying. They're like, it is coming, Natalie, just wait. So I think we'll see it. I'm not sure that we'll see it this summer.
Well, because I had heard iMovie there might be an iMovie app where you can actually edit stuff, lightly edit stuff on your phone. Do you think that's going to happen?
That would be cool. Yeah, I would be surprised if it happened as early as this year.
Do you think I could use my iPhone as a hoverboard, Natalie?
I don't know. I'm trying to get it to clean my house and, turn off all my appliances over text message, but it doesn't do that yet.
Well, Apple also reportedly placed an order for 100 million 8 and 16-bit gigabit flash chips earlier this month. Now, are we 32 gig iPhones, right? They've got to up the memory. That's just a natural progression.
It's inevitable. That's what happens to all iPods, and iPhone is essentially just the king of all iPods. So if we don't see a 32 gig model soon, it would be surprising. But what we really want is not only more storage, but I want more battery life, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. The 3G network is very demanding on the phone. And speaking of the network, AT&T's exclusivity contract with the iPhone is up next year. What is the word? Listen, I don't want to just crap on AT&T, but I drop so many calls throughout the day. I only crap on them on the show so that I'm hoping that they'll hear and do something about it. Are they gonna re-up with Apple or what?
Yeah, the rumor is that they're going to extend for at least another year to 2011, but AT&T today said that they're trying to boost speeds on the network in time for the new iPhone, because last year when 3G iPhone came out, the network just crapped out altogether and it was really embarrassing for them. So they're saying, we're boosting speeds, we're going to be ready for the new iPhone in the summer, whether that actually happens.
I hope that is true, Natalie, and I know AT&T just bends over like a bitch for Apple, and Apple gets like $17 per contract or something crazy like that, and I don't know who else is going to give them that, but they would make so much more money if they went to another carrier as well. All right, rant over. Natalie, I adore you. Thank you so much for keeping us in the loop. It's great to see you again.
You too.
AT&T, I'm watching you. Let's go over to Allison.
Dude, if the iPod or the iPhone actually seconded as a hoverboard, I would totally go to AT&T and get it. All right, coming up on Gadget Prod, we look at a new iPod dock that can be controlled remotely up to 500 feet away. Stay tuned. Hoverboard.
Audience, like most people these days, I'm guessing you have a ton of disposable income and you're dying to throw it at the latest high-tech fad. But which one, you're saying? Maybe Gadgetpron can help you. Today, good citizens, we're checking out the eFizz iPod dock.
eFizz.
Most of the time, we're listening to our iPods through tiny earbuds. Instead, eWoo wants you to witness the power of its fully armed and operational eFizz dock. This 70-watt monster puts out amazing 2.1 sound, and its hand music remote lets you control your iPod as well as the dock from up to 500 feet away. Play music loud for $200.
Say it one more time.
eFizz.
Adorable. Adorable. I just want to take those words out of your mouth and raise them like a pet, like right in my own home.
And
get a terrarium
with
for
them and love them and
that's right.
cuddle them. And
But on to this monstrosity.
Yeah, this is not very cuddable. This is definitely the biggest iPod dock we have ever seen.
It's not so... Yeah.
It's friggin' huge.
Yeah.
It's 1.5 feet high, and a foot and a half deep, and it weighs as much as Chris Hardwick. It's 22 pounds.
Yeah, I got to keep my weight down.
Yeah,
it's Hollywood.
We do live in Hollywood. And it's I guess it's slick in sort of like that Death Star kind of way.
I'd say it looks more like Dark Helmet from Spaceballs.
Oh, good call,
than
good call.
anything else.
So is it way too big to have in our home?
Listen, we'll get to that. It has a built-in subwoofer, which you can see on the ass end of it under here. So we understand why it's so big. It just poops out the low end right there. Now, since it has that subwoofer, it's capable of 2.1 stereo surround. So.
Okay, but does the giant size mean that it sounds awesome?
Actually, yes.
Bigger is better.
Actually, yes. You want to play a little Red Ring of Death, the only song we have rights to on this show?
Let's see.
Other than the theme song to the show. Did you play it? Lows sound terrific, though. There may be some buzzing, just a little bit, if you really blast it. Mids and highs are a little quiet, but I gotta say, they sound good overall. And it produces enough sound to hear clearly throughout your house.
All right, I would just like to say that this controller is not very user-friendly.
It's not?
It tries to like slide like an iPod thing, but it has these buttons that
It's like an iPod Junior. It sort of looks the same.
You can control it from anywhere in your house, though, which is unique for an iPod dock, right?
Yeah.
There's a hand remote control, which kind of sucks, but you can do it like from 500 feet away.
That's
and
right.
it has this 1.8-inch screen where you can see all of your music on it.
Right.
So, I mean, it should work.
Technically, yeah, it should work, just like everything you said. But
Is it easy?
it is pretty much easy. The touch scroll wheel works okay, and you can do things like change the equalizer or view album art directly on the remote. I mean, there's really no need to be anywhere near the dock other than to charge the remote control.
Okay, now originally this dock retailed for $500, but you can find it online for $200. Still kind of pricey. Is that a good deal?
It is close, Allison Hayslip. Now, we've heard iPod docks that sound just as good for half the price, but you weren't able to control it from 500 feet away.
But they weren't so
that's
friggin'
really the bug.
huge.
It is really huge.
All right, so what are we giving it?
Well, I'm going to give it 3.5 out of 5.
Oh, wow. All right.
We really like the quality and innovation. Totally looks like it belongs in a frat house next to a keg.
Keg, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
That's what I was
exactly.
thinking.
It just needs to be a little more competitively priced for us to fully recommend it. So, not bad, not amazing, huge, and your radius and ulna just broke. Now, today
I don't even know what that is.
Those are bones in your arm. I used to host a science show and a dating show. Today is Earth Day, and we at G4. Yay! Hey, Earth. Mwah, mwah, make love, pregnant Earth. We at G4 would like to remind you about our e-waste recycling initiative, which is called G-Cycle. And listen, we all love new tech, but improperly disposing of old tech can damage the environment and hurt baby seals, and we don't want to choke them. That's why we've partnered with the Environmental Media Association to show us exactly how easy it is to recycle e-waste.
Yeah, visit gcycle.org for details and to download our new prepaid mailing label. Stick it on an envelope, pop in your old cell phones and PDAs, and send them to us for free recycling.
That's right, and we'll call your ex-girlfriends first. Laptops, TVs, batteries, any other items, type in your zip code and find local places to ditch your old electronics. That's gcycle.org, so make sure and check it out.
All right, it's time for a special all-green Earth Day edition of Attack This.
Yay!
Chris just ran away with Dark Helmet. All right, going green should start with a small thing. Say goodbye to battery-powered flashlights with the solar bulb from Mini Whiz. It's an LED light bulb that harnesses the power of the sun. Just screw it onto an empty water bottle and you've got yourself a solar-powered lamp. It takes about 3 hours to charge, but it has enough power for 6 hours of light. It's great for taking on the wilderness or just chilling at night with your friends. It comes in a handful of colors and it looks pretty cool too. Get your light on for just $25. Reducing your carbon footprint should extend to all aspects of your life. That's why you need the Samsung Blue Earth. This solar-powered phone looks very similar to the Palm Pre. It's equipped with a large touchscreen on the front and has a solar panel on the back. The phone is constructed from recycled plastic and even has an eco mode for when you want to save more power. The idea is great, but we have one question. How is it supposed to charge in your pocket? The phone is set to be released later this year, so we should find out soon. Gas is expensive and it's hurting your green cred too. Problem solved with the Zero S motorcycle. The bike is fully electric and looks similar to a dirt bike. It takes less than 4 hours to charge and has the range of up to 60 miles. It's not going to be great for long distance rides, but it's perfect for cruising around town all day. It looks way more badass than those stupid electric scooters too. The bike's going to set you back $10,000, but it costs less than a penny per mile to operate. Not too bad. That might set it off. Finally, go green with some style. Behold! The Tesla Model S. This should be the car of your dreams, people. It's 100% electric and gets about 300 miles with a full charge. This bad boy hits 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds and has a top speed of 120 miles per hour. You'll also save a ton of money because it only costs about $4 to charge. And get this, it's got a 17-inch touchscreen in the dash. Seriously, the price tag is set for $50,000, but something tells me you're not going to be disappointed with this one. Head on over to g4tv.com/AOTS for info on all of these new releases and more. Still ahead, it's a dude wears your helmet edition of Break Moments and De-Evolution. Traumatic brain injuries for everyone. Yay!
Attack This is brought to you by G-Cycle, G4's plan to reduce e-waste. Visit gcycle.org to find local places to ditch your old electronics. Coming up tomorrow on an all-new AOTS. Chris Gore heads to the Fangoria convention to meet the cast of 3 new movies that horror fans are fiending over, including Sam Raimi's Drag Me to Hell. We'll hack a Nokia internet tablet to run on the Android OS in Hack This. And on Women of the Web, we look at the most Googled women on the internet, including supermodel Adriana Lima. You know her. See you tomorrow.
If there's one thing that always makes me feel better, it's watching dumb people hurt themselves.
Yes, and then may I interest you in this Dude Where's My Helmet edition of Break Moments in De-Evolution?
You may.
Good. By the way, I am from the South. We'd say hurt their selves, so it's just how we talk. We're all funny and quirky.
Hurt their selves.
We all have blue collars. All right, our first contestant in Who Wants to Be a Human Vegetable decided to take on a paintball gun.
At close range. With his forehead.
Oh my God. Yep. Dude, don't do that with your forehead. Your veins are popping out. Just go limp. Go.
Kill him.
Oh my God!
Why?
Dude, you got red paint everywhere. Oh, wait.
Why, God? Why? I have been shot in the inner thigh with a soap bullet before, and that did not feel good, and I can't imagine where it would be right here in my noggin.
Well, that's why you shouldn't masturbate with guns. That's just a tip for the kids.
He's right.
At
I'm
home.
sorry. He's right. I should.
All right, so.
All right,
what
today's
do we
rating
got?
system is cars on blocks. How many are we going to give this guy?
I'm going to say 3 out of 5. I think we could do a little bit better. He seemed okay.
Yeah.
Like, it probably stung and left a welt, but he wasn't horribly
awesome
injured
welt.
forever. That's right.
Except if you come up with a cool story, I guess.
Maybe, but our next video features a guy going head-to-head with a gun of a different sort.
Blue guns! They don't look very menacing, but it's probably best to stay away from them anyway.
Come on, Jordan. Keep it on there. Keep it on there.
Ready?
Now, what you saw right there were most of his language centers being damaged, so...
Whose brilliant idea was that?
Why do any of these people do any of these things, Allison?
Thumbtacks, really?
Yeah. It was just funny just to see it appear, just pink. Like, that was really awesome.
I did not know that was coming out of a blow
really
gun.
awesome.
Don't they use poison darts or something?
All right.
That would have been key.
All right, so what are we going to...
All right, how many cars and blocks?
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this one 4 out of 5. Because that was pretty... It wasn't permanently damaging, but it looked like it hurt like hell. All right, finalmente, we have a guy who plays the guitar with his face.
He's not very good.
Just make sure you come down on it. Oh!
Good night, St. Louis!
That video made me sneeze.
That was awesome. You're allergic to douchery.
That's a good thing to be allergic to. It's a lot better than peaches, which I'm actually allergic to.
Fun fact, what about this?
What's sucks.
Okay.
All right, how many cars on blocks are we going to give this guy?
I would love to give it 1,000,000 out of 5 if that's possible, but we can't do that, so I'm just going to have to go ahead and give it a 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Would have been a lot cooler to smash the guitar.
Phenomenal.
On the ground,
They probably thought it was going to break, and it didn't. The guy's face got smashed, which
all right,
is awesome.
just remember, we are the only show on television that leaves no face unsmashed.
Except for mine.
Really? Really? I remember something. How about this?
What? To get your daily viral fix and check up all of the jokes on you. I just ejaculated. Oh yeah, I remember that. Remember September?
I hit you so hard.
Yeah, you really did. And you hit me 2 more times in that show too. And then you hit me before we started this show. There's a lot of aggression in there.
You got so mad at me.
There's a lot of aggression in there.
I can't believe how mad he got at me.
I was joke mad. I was joke mad.
I was
mad.
like,
I was mad.
That was the beginning.
But then if I hit you back, I get fired. That's fair.
It's true. That's why it's great to be a girl.
Jeez.
All right, it's time for some art news.
Yay.
Our website has an exclusive look at the newest show at LA's Gallery 1988.
Love it. The gallery has premiered art shows dedicated to video games and cult movies, and now they're hosting an exhibition called Idiot Box with artwork inspired by our all-time favorite TV shows.
Our web reporters went to the gallery for the premiere. Check out the great art at g4tv.com/idiotbox and keep checking Attack of the Blog for more great additional content.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
It's time for today's epic fail.
What? I mean, after all that other stuff we saw, we just looking to see a fail?
Yes.
Hey, here at AOTS, I gotta say, we love potato guns. We can't get enough of them. They're the best things ever. They make big, wonderful noises and shoot potatoes into the atmosphere. What is not to love?
Yes, but if you use one to play baseball with your friends, you might want to make sure you're pitching a strike and not an extended visit to the hospital.
You're right.
Wow!
That gives a whole new meaning to the phrase high and inside.
I bet that tater is wedged high and inside his brain pan. It's always funny to see people get shot in the distance like that. Just to see a tiny little guy go,
and crumble.
Always funny.
Do you want to go play with a potato gun after the show?
Absolutely, I want to play with a potato gun after the show. By the way, I guess that's the end of the show for us, right? Are we done now?
Don't
worry.
I'll miss you. It's been fun.
No, that's fine.
Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for all the things you saw today and more. Thanks to our Loop guest, Natalie Del Conte.
Natalie Del Conte was here.
Yes.
Love it. By the way, you're going to want to stick around for X-Play. They've got a huge world exclusive. Mr. Adam Sessler sat down with the team behind Fallout 3 to get some new details on the downloadable Broken Steel, and that is coming up right now. Allison Hayes, it's so much fun to host with you as always. I know you like to hit, but good times. Good times.
Let's go find a potato gun.
Yay,